It was my first time living alone, away from my family. My new home was a small, one-story house on the outskirts of town, quiet and secluded. Perfect for someone like me who enjoyed solitude. The place had an eerie charm to it, especially at night when the wind howled through the trees surrounding my yard. It was a little past midnight, and I was sitting on my couch, scrolling mindlessly through my phone. The only sound in the house was the faint hum of the refrigerator. Then, out of nowhere, there was a knock at the front door. I hesitated. At this hour? No one I knew would just drop by unannounced, especially not this late. A chill ran down my spine as I stared at the door. Maybe it was just some pranksters messing around. I got up cautiously and approached the door. Without opening it, I peeked through the peephole. No one. The porch was empty. I let out a small laugh, shaking my head. Probably my imagination. I turned around to head back to the couch when, knock knock knock. This time, the knocks were louder, more forceful. I spun back around, my heart pounding now. This wasn't funny anymore. Who is it? I called out, my voice firm but slightly shaky. No response. A sense of unease crept over me. I wasn't about to open that door, so I stepped back and grabbed my phone, thinking I might need to call someone. But before I could unlock it, the knocking turned into banging. Boom. 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 It sounded like someone was trying to break the door down. My breath caught in my throat. I ran to the kitchen, grabbing the biggest knife I could find. I debated calling the police, but what would I even say? Then, as suddenly as it started, the banging stopped. The silence that followed was deafening. I stood there, frozen, knife gripped tightly in my hand. Minutes passed. Nothing. I let out a shaky breath and slowly walked back toward the door. My fingers hovered over the lock, hesitating. Maybe whoever it was had given up. Maybe it was just some drunk wandering home. I leaned in, listening. Just as I was about to step away, my phone buzzed in my hand. A notification. But it wasn't from a friend or family member. It was from my security app. Motion detected, front door. My stomach dropped. I tapped on the notification, pulling up the live camera feed. The porch light flickered, and in the dim glow, I saw it, a figure standing motionless just outside my door. They weren't knocking anymore. They were just standing there. I couldn't make out their face, only the dark outline of their body. They were tall, unnaturally still, head tilted slightly as if they were listening. My hands trembled as I tightened my grip on the knife. Go away. I shouted, trying to sound braver than I felt. The figure didn't move. I backed away, my mind racing. I needed to do something. Anything. Then an idea hit me. I darted to my laptop, quickly searching for the loudest, most aggressive barking dog sound I could find. I cranked up my speakers and hit play. The sound of vicious barking filled the house, echoing through the walls. I prayed it would be enough. I rushed back to check the camera feed. The figure was still there. But then, after a few more seconds, it turned its head slightly, and then, without a sound, walked backward into the darkness. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I found something on my porch. A single, old-fashioned key. Rusted, worn, and unfamiliar. There was no note, no explanation. I never found out who they were. Or what they wanted. But I never saw them again. And I never touched that key.